Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Libra to full moon in Aries, September into October 2022? I am your reader, Angelo Lyons, Mars conjunct Leo rising, by the way. Professional witch, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions. You know, you got to do the checklist. I'm a Virgo. Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. A link in the description box, and creator on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Best career move I ever made. Wonderful creative platform for really anyone who's looking to get the support that they need to do what they do in this world. Loving it big time. My subscribers get to see me every morning. Rare exception that I don't show up with a cup of coffee in my bathrobe talking about the day's astrological weather, the spiritual implications, the magical applications, ending with a little prayer, a little blessing. I'm thinking about releasing one of those per week publicly so that people can see what we're doing over there. Just did one yesterday at the time of this recording, so if you want to go check it out, go check out what I've got on there. Otherwise, if you want the deeper experience of what I have to offer as a mystical artist, the magic, the miracles, the mysticism, the mal, they are my initials, then come Patreon. On Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. You could just call me Mal. I mean, come on, Mars conjunct Leo rising, right? It's just all over the place. It's what my parents named me, so let's just roll with it, shall we? And let's see if we can have some fun. Because if you are new to the channel, I'm the fun one. Number one, I'm the fun one. Number two, a 5-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, like picking a card of the day, but 5 of them for a 2-week period, a waxing moon from new to full September, October 2022. These 5 decks represent the 5 magical elements in this particular reading: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you align your intention, your manifestation, your chakras, whatever you want to call it, to plant a seed at the new moon and help it grow and manifest to full moon, to the best of our ability, right? Because the first card down will be the card of fire. What you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart desires. So not just like, a pair of gloves would be nice. Now, the more heart and soul stuff manifesting here. And as each one of us does that, it makes it easier for everybody else to do it, shifting this planet to higher vibrational timelines, whatever you want to call it, being as wise, loving, and powerful as we can individually, right? So let's take a look at that timeline. We are looking at a new moon in Libra on Sunday, the 25th of September. I thought it was the Friday. Mercury retrograde is a nightmare this time for me. Like, Hermes forgot to bring the astral glide, if you're hearing what I'm saying there with this particular one, it seems. But no, it's not on a Friday. It is on a Sunday, the 25th of September. 5:54 p.m. Now, I want to say a great day for social justice, right? Libra, the scales, on a Sunday, the day of success, bringing things out into the light, justice in your own life. But Sunday is sort of what I call a white candle day. You can do any kind of magic, any kind of prayer you want with a white candle, right? Olive oil, same thing, right? There are certain things, clear quartz, right? So it's that kind of day, particularly with the keyword of success for the sun. Whatever prayer intention you do on a Sunday, particularly a new moon on Sunday, it's got that solar vibe with it, sun conjunct moon in Libra. But then, of course, you plant the seed, you watch it grow to the full moon in Aries, its opposite sign, on Sunday, October 9th, 4:55 p.m. Pretty sure it's p.m. I really need to check that again. Eastern time. I am in New York, if you can't tell from the accent-ish. So, you know, it's interesting. We go from the 7th house of Libra in the new moon, which is also partnerships. Good day for a successful relationship, one-on-one. In any way, shape, or form. Just saying, that might show up, that might not. But certainly to then have it come to full in Aries is definitely going to be a sense of self-fulfillment, right? Whatever. So It is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to get more information about this particular seed we're going to look at, or maybe you got 4 different seeds. But my job is to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace to help you fulfill your heart's desire, so that we all get to fulfill our heart's desire in the quantum game called divine beings as immortal souls on heroes' journeys in human forms, aka life on planet Earth. I can take these off now. I just needed to see the numbers in front of me. Yeah, if you're following me on Instagram, Facebook, or checked out my community tab here on YouTube, you can hear the story of the right contact lens and its search for its identity. Please take a nice deep breath. Let's see if we can have some fun with this. Still point. Indeed. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish for the element of fire, I call upon the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers, because if you apply this to yourself, you will heal, you will wax, expand, manifest, whatever, from new to full, and you will help the Leo collective you are cross-watching for do that, as well as all of the Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on a holographic quantum level. So please, I call to the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the spell fragment from the magical spell cards? Their element of fire, to help them refine what they yearn for, what they burn for, their heart's desire, the what and the why of the seed, this new twofold, which is beautiful with organization. Now, more of a Virgo thing, but 5th house, Leo, creativity and good fortune. So all sorts of ways that organization can play itself out. Purpose, planning efficiently. Now come to me so easily. Look, I'm trying to buy a house upstate New York, be closer to my parents. They're up there going and seeing them, right? I drive up if it's an absolute, we got a very slow motion going, but still, regardless, eventually it's going to happen. So organizing my house, right? Sorting through, Marie Kondoing everything. I've got a room of requirement upstairs, a room of shadows to go through. So that organization for it to be done easily. Like I said, I'm a Virgo. It's what we do, but we can get really in our heads about it. Ruled by Mercury and during a Mercury retrograde. FML. So easily. Purpose, planning, efficiency now comes to me so easily. It does feel very Leo. Okay, let's get the element of Earth. For this, we will be using the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone indicated and you want to use it as a talisman, an amulet, a touchstone, a piece of jewelry, whatever, have at it. It's just a nice reminder, right? It doesn't always have to be a magical tool, but it certainly can be. But more importantly is the message itself. We turn to Archangel Ariel for this, and I left the Torch of Ariel over. I'm going to go get the Torch of Ariel. Be right back. Nobody puts Ariel in a corner. Dirty Dancing. Isn't it funny how all this stuff about Ariel the mermaid, but in Hebrew it means the lion or lioness of God? Just saying the original meanings of words. Anyway, so let's tune to my beloved Archangel. She's the Archangel of Lyons. And my name is Archangel Lyons, and I'm Mars conjunct Leo rising. So let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Told you I was the fun one. Still point. And away we go, as I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North, powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle. Please, one card in clarity. For the Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, the element of Earth. The fuel to feed the fire, to stabilize, ground, manifest their heart's desire of organization. This beautiful new full September, October 2022. Gold with quartz. So ding, 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 ding. Come on, Leo. Gold is our mineral. Come on, just like silver is the moon, gold is the sun. I didn't make it that way, at least not on this level of consciousness. So let me read you gold with quartz. Now, everybody get a clear quartz, a handful of sand, that's clear quartz. Actual goldenite, you could use pyrite. It's symbolic, because not everybody might have some gold hanging around the house. Let me read you this one. I'm going to need the magnifying glass for this. For though I am nearsighted, I would have to like bury my nose in this, and you know, that's no fun for anybody. Please take a nice deep breath. Where did you go? Where did you go? Oh, there we go. Sorry. Clear quartz. Oh, gold with quartz. Sorry. Gold with quartz. Physically grounding, which I could probably use right now with that organization. Abstract ideas and inspiration. So this is, I remember this one, this is about taking all that rich creativity and inspiration, crown chakra and above, and bringing it down, grounding it into physical form. Several wonderful ideas and inspirations are filtering through into your physical reality. These ideas and inspirations which stem from your soul, okay? Human, hero, immortal, God, ego, personality, soul, higher self, right? So it's coming from the soul, will help you manifest many of the things your heart has for so long desired. Your element of fire, what you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart's desire. Now, yeah, I don't know, a lot of people, I guess maybe some Virgos, their heart's desire is to organize and be organized, but this does say that it's going to take that, right? That there's a certain amount of organization that can be done with ease, but you know, to ground that and manifest it is part of your heart's desire, making it happen. Over the coming days, your intuition will be strong, and you will have a greater sense of the universal spirit that flows through all things. Chi, prana, life force, reiki, shmeiki, eggs, bakey, spirit, whatever you want to call it, right? Spirit, really, which is our last element, last card down here. Give thanks for this blessing and allow it to inspire and illuminate your heart and mind. Your ideas and inspirations are divinely guided, so trust them. In other words, you're getting downloads, right? And look, creativity and good fortune, Leo, 5th house dynamic. Fortune, like what does that word mean? To be fortunate, fortuna, the Italian goddess, right? Of wealth, but of fortune. A little bit different than Lady Luck, though. I'm sure they know each other rather well. Frenemies, one would think. So with that idea of gold and quartz, even if you can't get a hold of a clear quartz, just that thing of really getting that there's a certain amount of organization that will happen organically the moment you start saying, okay, how do I bring this into form? Call upon my guides, help me bring this into form. Because the inspiration is not coming from the ego, which the ego can be inspired, but it can be inspired to key your car, right? You know, when it's there, right? The personality has to choose between the voice of the ego and the voice of the soul, and the soul's given you intuitive hits here, spiritual downloads, that are going to take organization to bring into physical form, as well as there is divine organization. We'll see. Because now we're going to get into the terrain of the element of air. All right? What you think about all of this, which I think is important for air signs, because fire can't exist without air, but air can exist without fire. It's just a physics kind of truth there. So there are two ways to interpret these cards for the mind, the element of air. One is the words written on the oracle card, whatever it is, Healing with the Angels Oracle. Look them up, right? Go deeper. Just don't take a one-word thing. Really look at, contemplate that word, and I mean it. The original meanings of words can sometimes give you a little piece of detail that makes a general read very personal. I've seen it with these readings for myself. The other is these are healing angels. If you call them, they will come. They can't come unless you call, because they see the tea. They see the whole thing, but they won't intervene unless we ask. And you can do that with the element of air, right? Pray, meditate, whatever, to help you with this organization. Let's see who's there for us. Oh, I guess for us. Please take a nice deep breath. I can relate to this reading, I think. Still point. Yes, indeed. As I call upon the angels and archangels of fire, the sign of Leo, powers of the south, the legions of Archangel Michael, aka the Michaelites, the Michaelite legions, element of fire, please, one card in clarity for the element of air. The air that stokes the fire to manifest their heart's desire is going to take organization. And I know the dreams I want to bring into physical form, my creations, my heart's desires, are going to take a lot of organization. I can't do that all on my own. No one could. But certainly with that golden quartz, take the inspiration and begin bringing it into form a little bit or a lot of it day by day. Who are the angels then? And the oracle message, the element of air that we need this beautiful new to fall, September, October 2022. Signs everywhere. There's signs. Signs, synchronicities, James Redfield, white courtesy telephone. What would the healing angels of signs be about? Right? Well, signs of your own healing, right? They are healing angels. It's healing with the angels oracle. But to tune into that a little bit more, like the third eye part of this, there is a difference, I suppose. Well, the difference between a synchronicity and a coincidence is the ego often sees it as a coincidence. It's a coincidence. But the soul knows that it's synchronicity. It's everything synced in a certain timing, same timing, synchronicity, the meanings of words. So, is it a breadcrumb path through the forest? Can be, but sometimes the literal ones, the physical ones, it's up to how the mind interprets them, right? Particularly with divination, right? They're to give you a snapshot of a probable timeline, right? At best, so that you can navigate wisely and well in the moment. But you don't need to get a reading every day. No, not maybe on different subjects, but, in general. So whatever it is your heart's desiring here, the signs are there. And I think it's enough to just acknowledge and go, okay, that feels like a sign. I do that all the time, right? I refuse to be blind faith about anything. I'm a witch. I don't have to. My guides don't ask blind faith in me. They're like, no, open up all three of your eyes, see clearly, and serve the sacred contracts that you came in here to do. Yeah. Let's move on. The intuitive part of this certainly could be reflected in the card we're going to use for the element of water, right? More the feeling aspect of it. We're using Angelo Hartfield's Whispers of Love Oracle. There's not a womp-womp card in this deck, but it often turns the party because there is the romance card, that kind of stuff in here as well. But it's the voices of the higher selves of all involved. So if this is just you, a solo gig, right? Not too many people involved in the heart's desire, a personal thing, then it's just your higher self. But chances are, if there are other people involved, we'll see, their higher selves have to say too. The water is really important in a spell. It's the difference between the power of 3 will set us free and the power of 3 will set us free. The first season of Charmed, they were still working on it. Okay. Please take a nice deep breath. Told you we were going to have fun, right? Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading? The element of water, the emotional part. Put their heart into it. Love is divine power, according to Carolyn Mace, Anatomy of the Spirit. So, to put our hearts into it. What is the juice? The energy in motion that we experience as emotion, as divine beings and immortal souls on heroes' journeys in human bodies, manifesting the heart's desire of organization with that golden quartz to take that intuitive spiritual download, guidance, grace into physical form bit by bit by bit, following the signs, but asking the healing angels to help us see those signs and interpret them clearly, right? Knowing that we don't know what every sign means. They're just little clues, tips, and hints along the way. What's the element of water? The information, inspiration, insight needed. The Leo Collective. I knew it. The Leo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this, reading this beautiful September, October 2022. Get ready. I love you. These are very important words. It's the same on the front and back except for the border color. I love you. These are very important words. That's what it says on the card. Look, I've done all sorts of healing work throughout my very, very long career in the magic, miracles, metaphysical community, pagan, all of that inside of tinfoil hat fries here and there. Certainly, Ho'oponopono, look it up, Hawaiian system of healing, highly recommend it. I love you. I love you is such a powerful thing, right? It puts you under a spell like that. Someone says, I love you. Everything changes. It is the invitation to the divine. Love is divine power. So just to say to your own heart every now and again, a couple of times a day, take some time, take some space, take a little bit of a rest, focus on your breath, and just say to your own heart silently or aloud, I love you. And then expect things to move on the inside, which then move on the outside. I think this is really about bringing love into the process of organizing. It's not my favorite thing to do. I'm good at it. But the time, the space, the rest, and the breath needed to do that, to keep that in balance. As a Virgo, I can go micro, right? Micro-organize, micromanage, and that's not fun for anybody, including me. So what do those words do to you when, in any given moment, when you're feeling something, and rather than push it down or deny it or project it, just say, hey, it's okay, I love you. To talk to your heart, right? Talk to those emotions. Because that's going to free you from a lot of emotional weight. Now, that's very much a shadow work technique, an inner child work, an inner child healing technique. There are billions of them, apparently. But I learned that from Dr. Hugh Lin, Ho'oponopono, and Matt Kahn, with the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra Deck, which we're doing next. His YouTube channel, seriously, guys. Matt Kahn, K-A-H-N, Kubla, Genghis, Madeline, Chaka, Matt Kahn. I love him. He's great. That his YouTube channel is really worth checking out. So this will be the card of spirit. He's the one to put your hand on your heart and say, I love you, over and over and over again. Because the heart doesn't always believe us right away. It takes it a while. Yeah. Have a chocodile. The card of spirit, the perfect healing mantra to put this all together. So let's say you got a piece of gold and a piece of quartz hanging around the house just looking for something to do. You cast the spell for organization. I have a nice house cleaning spell, by the way. Verbal chant works really well. Cast the spell, calling in the healing angels of signs, right? To give you the clues, the tips, the hints, the signs, the synchronicities, to help you flow with the divine organization, right? What we think is organized and what the divine says is organized might be a little different. With that emotional I love you being the driving emotional power behind it, this could be amazing. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, I'm going to call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, because organization for what, right? There could be work, career, vocation, moving home, moving my home. I didn't understand that. Well, apparently neither did anybody else. That's not a spirit guide. That's my phone. It's on silent and still. What are you going to do? Roll with it. Breathe. Athena, was that you? My Ascended Masters, please, of the General Assembly. One card in clarity, the card of spirit, the perfect healing mantra for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video. receiving this reading, please, what is the card of spirit to charge this, to bring it together? They can say a little bit every day or a lot of it every day to help them heal, help us all heal, and help us all get the organization we need to ground our inspirations into physical form, following the signs with I love you being the mantra that gets us through moment to moment, but now the mantra to charge it all. This beautiful, beautiful September, October 2022. Creating cooperation. More gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play. You may be starting this one out by yourself. But it feels like you're going to bring in what you need. And this is exactly the mantra that now I know I need to work creating cooperation. What does it mean to be a cooperation creator? Oh my God, it totally sounds like a corporate retail position. Never had the retail times. Creating cooperation. Let me read a little bookie book for you here. Creating cooperation. More gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play. When cooperation is created, the unity of all is access to accomplish more in one moment than any one person can do alone. I tend to be a loner. I'm going to be playing this mantra like a fiddle from, well, heaven. Devil went down to Georgia. As a creator of cooperation, you are giving others the right to contribute, which only broadens the effect of collective expression. Once cooperation is created, all facades of competition melt away, allowing each individual to feel a renewed depth of self-worth by serving a vision greater than any degree of individual gain. I mean, this is really working unity consciousness, but, you know, you may not know who those people are. Or maybe you do, but this is something that you build, and, you know, you don't necessarily walk up to people and say, I love you. You know, it's a little off-putting, right? McTriggers in. But to do it silently, to do it to your own hearts. When you say that to your heart, your emotional field, your inner child, whatever you want to call it, your heart chakra, you're holographically sending that to every heart. It's just how it works. I know. This mantra is ideal for enhancing teamwork, transforming family dynamics, and increasing inner peace, because love is divine power. All right, got it. Message received. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do a blessimation. It's a word we came up with over on Patreon. It's a blessing and a summation. I do it with the torch of Archangel Ariel, which is why I make sure I had it here for you. And then we'll chat a little bit at the end, and we'll see what comes out my mouth. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Leo collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, may we all be blessed with all that we need this beautiful, beautiful September, October 2022, that we can create cooperation, because more does get accomplished when everyone has a role to play in it. And if we can remember to come from I love you before, after, hopefully during our creating of that cooperation with others, which certainly will help us to raise the vibration enough to at least acknowledge the signs, but calling in the healing angels of signs to help us heal, to follow the path of perhaps healing some relationships here and asking for help, moving them forward, getting more through unity than through division here. And though that is a high vibe, perhaps what it is, the inspiration, the intuition that the soul is telling us to bring something into physical form, that we can do that following the signs with I love you to ourselves and to everyone involved here, little by little creating cooperation, so that we can bring this together in the clearest way, the easiest way, not our idea of organization, but a divine order, purpose, planning, efficiency. Now come to us so easily. for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. Because can't get away with that in unity, as we will it. So let it be done. I love you. So motivate. So it is. It's a cute read. It's a good read. And it's going to take some organization. I know what I'm casting for. I must have a gold something or other around here. And lots of clear quartz. I am casting this at new moon. Oh, and on a Sunday in a Libra. Sounds good. Did it make sense? Hit the thumbs up. It helps other Leos and cross-watchers find out. Want more of me here on YouTube because I'm the fun one? Subscribe because I'm not stopping. And even as I move, when I move, I'm going to do my best to put out at least one video every day. We'll see how it goes. Got to stay organized for that. But if you want the deeper, the everyday, the magic, the miracles, the mysticism, the I'm not kidding ya. If you are an artist and you're looking for some support and you know people who are willing to support you and build a community of that, giving it the very best and the very blessed you got, I highly recommend it. And certainly you can go check out my subscription tiers. You'll see, wow, he's really packing them benefits in. Yeah, because I'm not allowed to cheat. Sorry. So come Patreon on Patreon. If you want to book me for a private reading, it's easy enough to do. There is a link in the description box, a 13-minute video. Booking a reading with Mal explains it all for you, beginning, middle, and end, just like Clarissa. On that note, wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed, my Leonines, my fifth housers, and you cross-watchers, you sneaky little cross-watchers, I love you so. Good luck, hang in there, comment if you feel it, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.